wave to your parents. You are looking at Somerset's finest, the sophisticated ladies. Yes. Thank you so much, ladies.
And I hope to see you on my set one day.
Thank you. God bless you. And we're going to be doing a lot of collaboration and a lot of great things together. Glory to God.
Bam! Boom! Ta-da!
Oh, yeah. We right here, y'all.
Something you never had, you need to do something you've never done.
Yes.
We gonna sing right here. Yeah, Miss Renee. Oh, yeah. We gonna do it here. Right here in Listen Vision, y'all. Oh, yeah. Miss Renee. I like how you sing it.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Girl, I like how you sing it now.
Thank you, Mustafa.
And where we at now?
Miss Renee Show.
Hello, and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show right here in the nation's capital across from Howard University on this beautiful, rainy, breezy evening. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Listen, we have on the banners, we have Novetica, which will be launching your pet's choice on July 21st with that wonderful guru businessman, Dr. Lance London. My God. Let me tell you, look at Novetica.com and look me up and tell me what you think, because it's going to be huge. Also, we have Women's of Prince George's. Yes, Stephanie Bolton James right there, doing huge things for women all around the county, particularly Prince George's County. And she's having a wonderful event on the 24th. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. I'm sitting here, you don't see her right now, with the wonderful woman, Erica Pierce, which we'll be talking to momentarily. I wanted to talk about Dr. Kim Lee's event. Oh, my goodness. I am her. Let me tell you, you see the bag? I am her. Yes. It was an event. Usually, I commentate and moderate and host and MC so many events, but this particular event, I am her. I was the MC for and moderator for the Boss Brunch, which were millionaire boss ladies pouring into the women in the audience. Let me tell you something. What happened once in a lifetime, it's never happened to me before. I was up there, and when we got to the fourth out of the fifth speaker, she poured into the audience and me so much that I was touched and could not finish my duties for Dr. Kim Lee. She forgave me. But let me tell you what a testimony I have. I'm going to finish a chapter of my book, Star Power, and talk about that experience with Lady Nakia Wright and Rochelle Wilson and all these wonderful ladies that just came around and blessed me and surrounded me and loved me. So I am her. We have some pictures, Dr. Kim Lee. I think I have about 4 or 5 pictures, Jacob. As he's getting those, it's so important to be connected to women. I mean, I know a lot of women are broken. We go through a lot. We have the husband, significant other, the children, the pets, the everything. That's why we're born a woman of emotional earth vibes, but we need each other. And so when you see a broken woman, just pour into her, smile at her. She may have just found out she had a diagnosis of cancer, or just divorced, or lost her home, or her child's deceased. You don't know what people are going through. So that's why people ask me all the time, Renee, why are you so nice to her when she doesn't like you? I say, I don't know why she doesn't like me, but I'm going to be nice, because that's what God wants us to do, right? So take heed of that. While we look, did I send you in? Yeah, nope. But that's okay. She's with the Black Girls Rock. But maybe I forgot to send them, but it says Dr. Kim, K-Y-M, and there's about 6 pictures. While we'll move on, I wanted to just give a big kudos to Dr. Lynn Holland. And she is, her father was Doc Holland, and it's Doc Holland Realtors. And she came through for I Am Her in a big way. She wasn't even able to attend, but she saw something that she wanted to do, and she blessed Dr. Kim Lee. And I just say, God bless you, Dr. Lynn Holland, for your heart. And that's what they call the real estate with a heart. And that is so true. Another thing we have a flyer for the Women's Prince George's. Yes, that is going to be on May 24th. I have another flyer. It says flyer, and it is about all of us. It is no matter who you are voting for, no matter what your religion is, it's the women of Prince George's County blessing all of the women, all of us, because we all need love, we all need encouragement, and we all need inspiration. So it's May 24th at Greenbelt Marriott, and it's going to be from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And believe me, there's awards, there's panels, you will not want to miss it. You will not regret. There it is. Bam, boom, pa-dow. And Dr. Jennifer Jones, the chair of the Women's Commission of Prince George's County, is a keynote. Rashard Shaw of Warrior, Unstoppable Women on Oprah Network is going to be there too. So just make sure you're in the place. Tickets are going, and if they're sold out, you just can't come, so don't call me, okay? The other thing is we have Shade to Slade, Sisters for Sisters Network, which I'm the secretary of. We have a wonderful organization of women, and one of our members, Terry Tabor, her daughter, Monet, is giving her second annual fashion show. Do you see that? And it's Shade to Slay, I think is what it is. And I just want y'all to support her as well. Everything's in May. You'll see that on my Facebook page, Instagram. I'm getting better with Instagram, y'all, so pray for me. Another one is Impact. Yes, there she is. Isn't she beautiful? My son Chase and her modeled for Harvey Star Washington a few years ago together, and it was just fabulous at the convention center. Also, we have a flyer, Impact Couture, and that is my dear friend, Therese McAllister. Unfortunately, a year ago, she lost her daughter, who was shot and killed, a random shooting. They're having a wonderful celebration and scholarship fundraiser at the Camelot, and that's going to be, I think, what did it say, May 20th? It's this Sunday. It's this Sunday at 3 p.m. And I have to give an apology to Peggy Morris right now because I'll be emceeing that, so I'll be late to our meeting, which is a monthly networking meeting. So love you, girl. Also, the Muse flyer. Oh, I'm not able to be there. You know I am for C. Anthony Muse. Now, all candidates qualify or they wouldn't be there. And I don't vote gender. I don't vote anything except the priorities and what is good for me and my family and my friends. I'm a veteran. I'm a woman. It's Women for Muse. He's going to be out. If I have that, I don't know if I have that flyer, Jacob, but he's going to be out right now from 6 till 8. He's out in Akakeet. And he's just a wonderful man. His wife, Pat Lawson Muse, is phenomenal, woman of God. They've been married for almost 30 years. He's been pouring into the community and people for decades. It did not just start yesterday. He was asking for Maxwell's resignation before any candidate was asking years ago. So all I'm saying is that do your due diligence and choose the right person for Prince George's County, because it's going to be this election will determine whether the foreclosures and a lot of things going on in that county, whether we'll still be there. I'll just leave it like that. Okay? Well, hey, I am sitting next to Beauty, Brains, author, beautiful smile. Oh, I just met her. I just met her, but we've been collaborating on email and everything. And it's Erica.
Erica with an A. Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
I love your spirit. My God, and to meet you today.
Thank you.
I ran in here so fast I couldn't even introduce myself to some of the people and say hi to my peeps. But anyway, I wanted you to come, even though the show is so tight today.
Thank you for fitting me in.
You're welcome, because I want you to talk about this book.
Okay.
I know you've already launched it, right? But tell us why this was important to you.
So I wrote this book, The Millennials Playbook to Adulting. It's a book for millennials on actionable advice on everything from how to get a job, how to keep a job, how to build your personal brand.
Baby boomers need that too.
Yes. It gets across generations, but we know millennials need a little bit more help sometimes. And so just finances, physical and mental wellness, everything. And so it's a great graduation gift. We are in graduation season, so it's something that millennials can use. So I'm encouraging anyone who knows a millennial, works with a millennial, is raising a millennial to go out and to get this book. Yes.
Well, how can they get a hold of you?
So the book is available on Amazon.com if you just look up the title or my name, Erica with an A. But also we are having an event this Saturday. I'm doing with a local business owner. It's a boutique called Signature Pieces in Hyattsville, right across the street from Busboy and Poets in Hyattsville from 1 to 5. So I'll be there signing books, doing some graduation gift sets. Also another business owner of Sugar High, which is sweets and cakes and treats.
Nice.
She's going to be there with sampling some of her treats. And it's being sponsored by another business owner called Wix Plus, who provides hair restoration for veterans.
Yes.
So it's a great event. All of my friends are coming together to have on this Saturday from 1 to 5 p.m. at Signatures Pieces Boutique in Hyattsville, Maryland.
Wonderful. She said all that in one breath. She didn't take a breath, y'all. Well, look, please support her.
Yes.
She grew on me immediately just through an email, so you can see why. Please support her. I'm going to try my best to be there. I have 2 events, but please, please. And we'll be right back with another guest. I don't even know who's next, y'all, but don't go anywhere. Enjoy Silver Logan Sharp while we get back to you. That was good.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night. I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan, falling when I try to stand. I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, waiting here for you to find me, find me. Take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me. Oh, to find me, waiting here for you to find me. Yeah, yeah. I'm waiting here for you, waiting here.
Hello, and welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. I was just gifted this book, The Millennials, and I'm excited. Playbook to Adulting. And I have a 16-year-old, so I'm going to put that right there. Listen, y'all, welcome back again. That was Silver Logan Sharp with Find Me. It's her Groovement CD. Go out and buy it. It's gorgeous, beautiful. I love it. I love her. I love her voice. I love her family. But right now, I am sitting with two powerhouses from Black Women Rock. Women on the move. Oh, they done took over the bell. And I just want you to, Kim, just introduce yourself, and then of course you, Kim and Shanita.
Yes.
And just tell us your title and what you're doing with the organization.
My name is Shanita Roy. I am the chaplain of the group.
Glory to
So
God.
we start off our meetings with prayer, and we end with prayer, and I make sure that there's peace. with the
Yes, I love you.
My name is Kim Cassell. I am the assistant to our visionary, Marcella Samua. Just basically helping keep things in line and order, keeping her informed with everything that's going on. Trying my
Wonderful,
best.
wonderful. Well, that's a great segue, keeping you informed, because I give credit where credit's due, and these two ladies came to me by way of Wyoming, Paris, and My Four Sisters Radio with Sisters for Sisters Network. And I jumped all over it because you know how I am about women and empowerment. So ladies, either one of you can start. Why Black Women Rock?
Well, we just rock. we actually just rock. But the idea behind the title and the name of the group is to bring empowerment to all women of all ages.
Yes.
And I've seen that over the year, and it's just been an amazing experience from beginning up until this point. So we have a lot of things lined up. This weekend we are gifting 3 amazing young ladies from Dunbar Senior High School, which is my alma mater. Yes, Belle.
I beat her to the bed.
The full lineup of prom. We all know how prom can be and how expensive it can be. And so we have that happening this weekend. We are so excited. These 3 deserving young ladies on a roll, doing their thing in school.
Yes.
And so we were like, you know what? We want to take you. We want to bless you and just have your parents not have a worry about what they need to do for prom.
That's
so,
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Tell me your biggest experience being involved with such a wonderful organization as a woman.
For me, it was the Christmas ambush that we did. I've never been a part of an organization where there's always just all women. And joining this organization, Black Girls Rock DMV, has been a blessing, especially when we did the Christmas ambush. We were able to go out and bless families, and just seeing the women, the mothers being blessed. It's an honor to be able to be a blessing to other women and their children. I just don't know how that right there was just such an impact on my life. I'm always grateful. I don't take anything for granted, but to see that and how our organization was able to be a blessing to others during a wonderful time of the year, that was amazing.
Thank you. Look, I was trying to rename the organization as Black Girls Rock,
Yes.
Women on the Move.
Yes.
And thank y'all for not. Look, they were so nice they didn't even correct me.
No, we're good.
Now, is that your?
That's
That's
our
our
logo.
logo.
Yes,
Yes.
that's our logo. And it's kind of like a spinoff from what BET does, but we wanted to bring it into the District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia area. So we're tackling different areas in Maryland, but we have women from all walks of life, women who've been
Yes.
divorced, women who've gone through battered situations in their relationships. So we're bringing our strengths together to strengthen our community.
I love it. You mentioned Marcella.
Yes.
Tell us, since she's not here, the viewers about her heart.
So,
How much time do we have?
right.
How much time do we have?
With Marcella, I think it was the last airing of Black Girls Rock when it aired on BET. this just became, it pierced Marcella's heart that this is something that, and I'm not saying that no one else is doing it in the community, but it was something that was so heavy on her heart. She decided to get a lot of women together. They had meetings, everyone came together, just 100%, let's do this. And when I tell you, her heart is in this beyond 100%. When we're like slacking a little bit on the planning, Marcella's like
Cracking that whip.
Yes,
Come
yes,
on,
yes.
let's get it
Let's
together.
get it together.
Yes.
Let's do it. Where are we on this? So, and it's not just her heart. Our hearts are so involved in the mission of what it is we're doing for the organization.
And we will not allow one woman in this group to fall or stay down. We're here for each other,
Yes.
to lift each other up. And it's amazing how many strength and how strong each woman in this group, and everyone holds a different role, but it all comes together collectively, and we serve one cause, and that's to serve the community.
Yes,
So,
ma'am. Is this a membership organization?
it is
Yes.
a membership organization.
So, how do they get a hold of you to come? Do they get a free pass for the first time, or explain how that process goes?
Well, there is a sign up. We have a website. It's www.bgr. DMV.com, and it's a website where you can go on and get more information. You can also send us, we have a Facebook page, Black Girls Rock DMV. We have some information on there as well. But I mean, I'm excited. I think my first impression about our group really hit home when we did a Thanksgiving dinner for the House of Ruth.
Ooh,
And
yes.
and it was such an emotional experience for all of us. There were probably about 50 volunteers to maybe 30 women at
that's
the home.
amazing.
And I was a volunteer at that time.
And that's where I first
Yes.
met Kim. And
Yes.
so it was from that point on, I'm like, man, I have to be a part of this, because if you look at the whole vision of what we want to do, it's so worth it. It's so worth the energy. It's so worth the time and the money. And we are a nonprofit organization, so we act, bell. And so we take donations.
Okay. She said she got it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
take donations because this is yes, because this does take money.
Yeah.
You know, we want to help, but it takes money to help the people.
Yes.
So
Money coming.
Yes, and
Yes.
we thank God for all of the people who have taken time out to donate for different causes that
Yes,
we have.
thank
So,
you.
you know, yeah.
I love these women. Look, Wyoming already told me all about y'all, so we'll talk about membership.
Yes.
We'll see how we can help you. I'm Renee Allen and
Absolutely.
Friends. And so one more time, just tell them how they get a hold of you and how they can donate and support you.
Go ahead.
Okay, again, we have a website. It is www.bgrdmv.com, or you can find us on Facebook. Everybody's on Facebook. We're at Black Girls Rock DMV, Women on the Move.
And they are Women on the Move. That's Sharita,
Shanita.
Shanita, and Kim. I
Yes.
can't mess that one up. All right, thank you so much.
Thank
Black
you.
Girls
Thank you for
Rock,
having us.
Women on the Move.
Yes.
You're going to hear a lot about them, y'all. We'll be right back.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Well, it's not far down to paradise. At least it's not for me. But the wind is right, we can sail away. Find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. It's not far to Never, Never Land. No reason to pretend that if the wind is right, we can find the joy of innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Dreaming the wind to carry me, soon I will be free. Come on and play. All right now. Hey, yeah. I want you to rock me in the midnight hour. Hold me in the midnight hour.
Yes, that's super loaded sharp. Rock me in the midnight hour. My God. Yes, welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show right here on WLVS Radio. I am sitting here with the one and only Dr. Eric Holmes. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Dr. Allen. All is well.
You're always looking dapper and
Thank
sharp.
you. Yeah, appearance is everything.
Oh, yes,
You got to
sir.
make a
Yes,
statement,
sir.
and because I represent my brand, I am my brand. But because I represent God, and everywhere I go, I want to be represented well.
My God, glory to God.
Yeah.
I want to tell them first how we met. We met at a Baltimore, well, I've seen you around, but we officially met at Charles Waters' event in Baltimore,
Yes.
right? You remember what that
Yes.
was? Yes, and I fell in love. When you start to hear this man speak in the soul and heart and love from his heart, you are going to agree and see why. But he is the author of The Power of the Seed. And let's talk about that. How did you come up with that title, first of all? 'Cause that's a powerful title. Can we see the book?
Absolutely.
So they can.
Well, one Saturday morning, I pray at 1 a.m., I pray at 5 a.m. And I was asking God for a project to be a blessing to our ministry, to my pastor and first lady. And after praying, I walked in the kitchen and I opened the door to the deck. And there's a tree in my yard that I've never seen change colors the way it did. Mm-hmm. So he said, your season's just shifted. And so I began to look at the tree. He said, your season changed. So I came back and he said, from a seed to a tree, the power of the seed. He said, put it in a book. So literally at 5:30 in the morning, I'm standing in the kitchen on a Saturday morning, and I'm sending to the graphic designer. Like, yo, this is what I need. And he's probably like, what in the world is he sending me at 5:30 in the morning? But when God gives me vision and the ideal, I move and I act upon it, because a lot of times we wait and we miss it, the opportunity, the door of opportunity, and the season that it is in. So I didn't want to miss the opportunity, nor did I want to miss the season. But when he gave it to me, I put it into action. So I put my faith into action.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, let's talk about this wonderful book. And such a easy read. Oh, do I see something in here?
Yeah.
No, tell us your favorite chapter or your favorite part of the book.
Actually, and it's amazing because while I was sitting here, I got here early, so I was sitting in the restaurant at the corner, and I was actually reading it. And I had, prior to coming here, I went to the library because I was like, I always express my orders. So my orders was not here. So I went to the library, and it's amazing because I got so emotional because I'm like, wow, I'm really in the library checking out my own book. It's in the libraries now. So I'm excited about that. And this is actually the coordinator's book. And she's like, well, I have mine because somebody just checked out your book. So, and it's amazing because God has been faithful, and I've watched God just literally accelerate and move it. And one of the things is about sowing, in the process and preparation about sowing seed. Number one, I always tell them, you got to tithe, then you can sow. And understanding that everything starts with a seed. It's powerful. Your seed has powerful. It's powerful because even we know that Christ was the ultimate seed. Everything starts with a seed. But you got to understand the power and the process and preparation of sowing seed and planting seed, knowing that you got to do the work, you got to do the preparation. So from the natural to the spiritual, it allows you to understand you got to do the groundwork first, like the farmer. For the natural, what he does is prepare the ground, tools it, gets it ready before he can even plant. But one thing I love about the farmer, he sees the end yet from the beginning. So I'm standing here planting, but yet I see my harvest at the end. So then for the believer, we seed and sow looking for a harvest. But you got to learn how to sow right. You got to learn that every ground is not good ground, but you got to do the work, the process, and preparation of sowing and seeding that you may see the harvest. And the key to it is in due time, in the timing and season of God, because we too many times try to skip the season and rush the process.
And skip the season. Would that be the people who don't want to do the work, sir?
That's one of them. Or when we plant, we're trying to rush God, or we're trying to rush the seed, and the seed germinates through the underground process. So in timing and season, it's going to do the work once it gets to the due season.
My God.
The timing that is allowed. So the farmer, that's why he can get excited from the beginning, yet he sees the end of the process.
Lord, now, did y'all see that? Did you hear that? Did you witness that? Glory. Look, when I met him and he got up in front of everyone, I was just mesmerized because I love the whole thing of the sowing and the reaping and the whole thing fascinates me. What's next? I know you have you have the hat, the T-shirt, but what's next for the power of the seed? Because you just keep going. Your trajectory is like bam, boom,
Yeah,
bam.
actually, I just did a workbook. Well, it's not. Well, I just did it, so I have to, do all the critiquing and all of that. It's a workbook to the Power of the Seed called the Power of the Seed Workbook, a guide to help you with your seed. And then I'm actually, the second book is finished. It's just in the first stage of corrections. And so, which is going to be my next season is due season. So the thing that you've got to tie it all together, because a lot of times we try to get past the seasons. We're trying to skip it, but we've got to go through the process. And that's in the book. When we deal with the microwave, everything cannot go in a microwave. You can't put a cake in a microwave and expect a good product. We're living a microwavable age where everybody wants stuff instantly. But if you prepare for it, you go through the process and preparation, you'll appreciate it better. Like our parents would tell us, if you work hard enough, it will pay off. Because I'm telling you, I watch God move in such, one of my clothing line is called Favor Will Change the Rules. Literally, my book is now in the Enoch Pratt Library, which has 22 locations. The Baltimore County Library, which has 19 locations. In Dauphin County in PA, which has 8 locations. And the mere fact, I was just telling a young lady, 1 week my book was in Baltimore County Library. That doesn't happen. That's nobody but God. 2 weeks in Enoch Pratt, and I'm doing a book signing July 12th there. The first author, the first local author. So they're excited. I'll be featured in the Compass, which goes out to thousands of people. So I'm really excited, and I looked on the website and it's there, but just the mere fact that God has allowed this to go in so many different areas, it's nobody but God, and He gets all the glory. He gets all the credit. And when we not take away from that it all got to point back to Him.
That's right. That's right. I love that about you. Even at the convention, you point to every other direction to edify and to encourage and empower. And I love that in people. So listen, how can they get this book? How can they get a hold of you?
My book is on Amazon. It's also on Barnes & Noble. It's also on Goodreads. So you can go to goodreads.com. And also, if you look it up on worldcat.org, which is the largest library website, it's on there. But you can also go to any of the libraries, Baltimore County libraries, Enoch Pratt Library, Dauphin County Libraries, and also I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. You can always hit me up. I'll mail them to you. I'll bring them to you. I'll meet you, But I want people to understand how powerful your seed is and how it's going to bless you. And it's an easy but powerful read, and it allows you to understand. Just go through the process, the preparation. But when you're seeding, when you're sowing, when you're planting, but you got to do the work. The middle process is the nurturing, the watering it, and you got to do all of that. So you,
Yes, sir.
at the end of it all, you can rejoice in the favor. You can rejoice in it all, that at the end of it, I got something coming. That's why and I'll conclude like this, because Genesis says, as long as the earth remains, there shall be seed time and harvest. So when Isaiah picks it up in 55:10, he said he gives seed to the sower. So when Paul picks it up, saying that you don't have to get weary. Why? Because I got a harvest coming. We just get weary in the middle of the process. When I got something coming, I can expect it. I can wait for it. I just got to go through the process to get to it.
You're going to have me standing up. I'm trying to compose myself. Because it's all about what you say.
And your seed has power.
Ooh, the power of the tongue, Dr.
Yeah,
Eric Holmes.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And if you don't believe it, you've got to believe. And I tell everybody this, you've got to believe in your brain.
May I?
Yes, you've got to believe in your brand. When you show up, you got to be your brand. You are your brand. You got to represent the brand. And everywhere I go, I know what's in this book. Everywhere I go, I know what Pharaoh changed the rules. I sold my book on a plane to a gentleman who works for the Department of Justice. Anywhere I go, and I was way in Cancun selling shirts. But if somebody needs it, I'm going to give it. But when they ask you this, and I'll conclude with this. A gentleman I met at the gas station after dropping two older ladies off after going to see this play, Get Right Church. I was led to go to the gas station about 12 midnight. Normally I don't do this. Was gentleman there just complimenting on, it's 10, it's about 45. I was positioning the books and the shirts. He said, well, what does that mean? Now, I looked past all this whole smell of weed and all of that, but I looked at the soul. And I told somebody it wasn't about the sale, it was about the soul, because not only did he get the product, a seed's been planted. So whether he reads that book today or tomorrow, it's been planted.
Thank you, sir. Jacob, can you do a close-up on this book, please? Thank you so much. The Power of the Seed, Dr. Eric L. Holmes. Please support him. This is a powerful book. And there's no question in my mind, the heart and the agape love that this man has is why so many things and so many doors are opening like BAM!
Yeah, God is.
Without any real justification. But God. So thank you so much, Dr. Holmes.
Dr. Allen, I love you. This woman, when I tell y'all, supports everybody. And I was so blessed to meet her at the Wealth Seminar.
Oh my God.
And it's a blessing because, people who genuinely share with everybody and support everybody. I thank God because we're living in a day and time where everybody doesn't support. And the words of the late Apostle Robert Evans says, what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you.
Ooh,
so
Lord,
I'm always trying to make something help and pushing and pulling a vision out of somebody else. Because when you do it for the least of them, you're going to do it unto him. And that's why God can open doors and make ways when it's not about me. It's all about him. But if I can help you along the way.
My God. Dr. Eric Holmes, you are a good seed.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with another woman of God. Now we done brought the man of God. We got the woman of God coming, Pastor Cole, senior pastor of Kingdom Life Outreach Center. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
God bless you.
Sugar chips. To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience, God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I may have hurt wrong. I've done, but putting it behind me. There are some things I gotta get right. Loose ends need to be tied up. It's been a roller coaster ride, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life was being graded? What would it say on my progress report? What would it say on my progress report? I wonder what it would say. To all my teachers, thanks for taking extra time out with me. To my thanks for keeping a young fella on the beat. And to the soldiers, going out there and risking your life for me. And to my lady, just have patience, cause God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from
back to the Renee Allen Friends Show right here in the nation's capital, across from Howard University and WLVS studio, the largest radio broadcast in the United States. I am so honored to have you, Senior Pastor Cole. How are you?
Just fine. How are you today?
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, I wanted to bring her on just for a few minutes because a few weeks ago we had Clergy for Muse at her wonderful church, which is Kingdom Life Outreach Center. Is that Temple Hills?
Temple Hills.
Temple Hills, Maryland. Yes, beautiful church, beautiful people. And Dr. Jennifer Jones and I and a whole crew of Muse supporters were there because we were having a conversation with him in her church. But unbeknownst to me, you know how God works. Dr. Jennifer Jones and I decided to stick around because we love the people so much. And they were having a play, and that's what I wanted you to talk about because this is a serious subject and it's about domestic violence. So, Senior Pastor Cole, tell us why the play, the name of the play, and what you'd like to bless our audience with.
The name of the play is called Beth in the Parlor, and it's based on my true life story of being a domestic violence survivor while being a preacher at the same time.
Jesus, my God. Tell us about the play. She was in the play, and Pastor Swenson and a wonderful cast of people. Tell us about the play, a little bit about it.
It was based on, as well as being a domestic, I was a caregiver for my parents. My ex-husband was also in the ministry. We were doing ministry together at the same time. And on December 26, 2014 was the last evening, and he actually tried to kill me.
My God.
And I had to make a decision to leave my father, who was bedridden, and I took my son, and I left, and I never went back.
Thank God. I really, we don't have as much time as I would like, but this is so important. Senior Pastor Cole, please give them how they can get a hold of you if you have a number, Facebook, the email.
You can reach me at 202-904-5273. That's Kingdom Life Outreach Center. And my Facebook page is Kingdom Church, or either Ann Coles II.
Yes, thank you. Because, domestic violence is something that's, it's very conflicting because women are so quick to judge. And that's why I enjoyed your play so much, right? Because who's to say, you know how to even leave? I mean, you left with your father still, needing your care. So that was an absolutely desperate situation, obviously. So tell people maybe some tips on what you should do once you realize you're in this type of environment and situation.
I have to be 100. You can always plan in your head what you're going to do when the time comes, but you really don't know until that time come. And I need people to understand it's not just women. I've learned through this process that men go through, and they go through it a little more because other men don't understand. So, they call them punked out or whatever, and it's not necessarily the case. But also understand that it's a continual thing. I'm 4 years later, and I'm still trying to rebuild my life. But I said, God, this time I'm not going to walk away. God, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to depend on you. And I know you're going to make the way, but I'm going to be transparent because there are a lot in the pulpit, stuff that go on, and they want to hide behind the word. And we got to come clean out the pulpit and be real and learn to really show love, which is an action, not an emotion.
Yes, ma'am.
And be there for one another. And as leaders of the church, we need to be transparent and let people know what we go through. Although you do have to be careful what you share.
Yes, ma'am.
But I think people see that you are touchable and really can say, okay, this person understands and they're going through too, but yet I'm still standing and I'm trusting God. I see the work that he's doing.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I don't know if the impressed is the correct word, but I was so humbled to realize that was your real life story. And when you say that there are a lot of things hidden in the church and in the pulpit, let's just touch on that because, I would think there's a stigma. There's a way a first lady or a pastor and people are supposed to be. Why do people hush so much?
Well, I'll say 95% of the churches do have a heart and really want to help those that are going through that, but don't have the resources. Because one of the problems with dealing with this, there are a lot of programs and stuff out, but when you go there, the door is shut.
Yes, ma'am.
So you already going through, And then when you go to the system victimizes you. And I'll give you a real example. When he went to trial, he was sentenced 10 years. He was supposed to do 5. He appealed his case, and at the second one, they said, case dismissed. And he had wrote letters.
Oh, my God.
He stood up and admitted what he did to me, but yet he didn't get charged. Churches, we need to form a alliance together. One ministry cannot do it. But be realistic. You're going to have to let people come in raw. During that time, it ain't, I can just say for me, I didn't want to hear prayer, none of that. I just needed help. I needed you to see me as a woman that needed help, and I needed right then and there. And that's what I'm praying and asking God, that all the churches come together and that we form housing and programs to help one another. If we want to affect our community positive, then we need to invest in each other.
And that's why we both are supporters of Muse, and that's why we need to get him in there, because he's has a lot that he'll be doing for women and for the community and for seniors. And so how do they get a hold of you again?
They can reach me on 202-904-5273. And my email address is kingdomchurch02@outlook.com.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you so much. We'll have to have you back, and maybe we'll talk about that, okay? So we could talk and have some of your cast members and other people come in, okay? But please, donations, I'm sure, services, volunteers.
Yes.
Please reach out to Senior Pastor Cole, Ann Coles, you said on Facebook.
Ann Coles, the second.
Because we really want to lift and uplift women and men. And I wish we had more time, but we will have her back.
Amen. Amen.
And stay tuned, because I have one last finale segment which you will not want to miss.
Gave my best to some who only gave their worst, but that's alright. I never had your love, well, you won't be the last, nor you my first, so that's alright. 'Cause this life will be back around. So if your heart is where it stays, now that ain't right. And what good's a song if you don't sing your pain away every night? 'Cause this life will be back around.
Hello. Welcome back to the final segment of the Renee Allen and Friends Show. I am standing here with some sensational people. Remember last week, or the week before, I can't even remember, when Farron was here, the beautiful Army Mrs. Bikini, United States and all that. Well, she has turned me on to her two of her organizations that they are all working with. And can we please start with the lady and come down to your name and who you're representing today?
Yes, my name is Yolanda Nelson, and I'm a co-founder along with my wonderful husband for Strive to Try.
I love it.
Yes, this is Taurus Nelson, co-founder with my wife, and married 19 years.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
All right. And I'm Marcus Fitz, president and head coach of District Triathlon.
I love it. Now let's talk. We can start with you. Talk about because I did put it on Facebook, and I know it's people of color who are bringing the triathlons, right? So let's talk about your mission and why you're doing what you're doing.
Well, technically, Strive to Try, we sustain a healthy lifestyle by teaching youth 7 to 17. Primarily through swimming and running. We took the bike out because our demographic that we serve, they generally have a little bit of trouble attaining bikes. So, but we do work with kids that are in high risk areas, low income, and we teach them how to swim for free, ages
God
7 to
bless
17.
you.
So,
Yes.
yeah, we do a lot of work in those communities to serve those families.
And I love that it's a husband-wife duo because you know they're dedicated then.
Yeah, we spent countless hours
That's
and
right.
days trying to cultivate
You
this.
can work together, love
Yes.
together, everything together.
Absolutely.
I love it. And you, sir?
Yeah, I think that helps a little bit. You know, District Triathlon's a 501c3 organization, and our mission is really to diversify sports, triathlon, multi-sport, and endurance sports. And in that mission, you know, we're really trying to raise awareness and bridge the gap between mental health and physical health.
Yes.
You know, it's a community that it hasn't been well represented. In 2015, they did a study said only we're less than 1% African Americans participated in tries.
Is that because I know this may be a myth or not because I'm Navy retired, but it's because most blacks can't swim? I mean, why is that?
The challenge is aquatic sports all throughout the board. You know, we lack representation out there.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad that you're representing two organizations that are about lifestyle and getting fit. I just love it. So how can they get a hold of you? First of all, the name of your organization, how they can get a hold of you.
It's Strive to, the number 2, try.org. Or we're also on Facebook, Twitter, we're everywhere, Instagram.
Yeah, and of course, once they go to their website, they'll see about our youth and family-friendly races called Splash and Dashes. We have one coming up on June 16th at the Ella Linson Pool in College Park. So, like I said, these are pressure-free events. We encourage people to get off the couch and come join us and do some community engagement.
Yeah, that's right around the corner, June 16th, right? And you, sir?
You can reach us at districttriathlon.com. We have our membership that runs all year, tons of volunteer opportunities, and you know you can be a part of helping us move that needle past 1%.
Absolutely. Might I say is that District Triathlon is a big supporter of Strive to Try.
Yes.
They volunteered for our...
And actually, we've actually formed a partnership which now allows us to use our platforms to kind of encourage the community from a greater span of age groups.
It's all about collaboration.
Yes.
When you find a good partnership, that is like gold, right?
So we have children 7 to 17 who may be striving to try.
Hey.
So what we do is we teach them how to swim, we teach them the basics in running appropriately.
Yes.
And as they age on through the program, we can also introduce them to triathlon with District Tri.
Right.
I love it.
So that's just how the progress and the process works.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes, I
It's
see.
amazing.
Well, God bless all
Thank
three of
you.
you. God bless Farron, who's taping this. And I will see how I can help you in WLVS because they're about healthy lifestyles, and we're always about helping people, collaborating with people. Thank you so much. I want you to stand here with me as we close out the show. I wanted to say hi to my friend Dr. Bruno Manzali, who along with Wanda Green Washington and Sarah Bell and Joyce Pearson and so many wonderful people under the tutelage of Dr. Lance London are doing great things with Navetica. But I wanted to honor in the memory of, I have a picture, I believe, Jacob, Felicia. Do you see that? I certainly hope I didn't forget to send it to you. But Felicia Donnell, oh my God, yes, the wonderful lady in the black with around her lapel collar in gold next to me, who passed away. Her daughter is the one who helps me on the show, who's not here today. She graduated this past Saturday, and I wanted to just say that I loved this woman. I called her Queen Navetica, and she will always be the motivation, part of my motivation for building this team with Navetica. It's just gone too soon. I call her the angel. I was talking with Dr. London today, And I sent him the picture, and I'm telling you, you wonder why you have to miss the good ones, the good ones, with so many bad people around. Why do you got to take the good ones? So I just want to say God bless her and her family. And if you had any last words,
See you tomorrow at the fundraiser.
Tomorrow.
Thrive fundraiser
District
tomorrow.
Anchor, right?
District Anchor tomorrow.
Hey, okay, so support
5
them.
p.m.
Support them, please. God bless you. I love you. See you next week. Thank you so much.
Miss Renee Show.